those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey. And if you guys can understand that, then what you'll see happen is that you won't accomplish your dreams. Your dreams won't come true. Something greater will. And if you guys can understand that, then I'm doing my job as a father. Thank you guys so much. I love you.
Choice. What a great word. Choice. Choose. What we choose and why. It's a great question to ask ourselves. Because choice is not an obligation. It's not a legislation. It's not a mandate. It's not a you better or if. No, we choose it. It's an affirmative way we want to go forward. What choices can we make in our lives today? Maybe it's a sacrifice that will pay us greater rewards tomorrow.
So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship.
I want to talk about how we can make that comeback, of the mindset it takes to make that comeback. Because too many times we are told that if we fail, it's a sign to move on to something else. To a certain extent, that may be true, but for the most part, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, one that keeps you up at night, one that takes you away to a daydream during the day, then that is proof that it is yours. That is proof that you are capable of bringing it out into this world. So I don't care how many times you have failed, it's yours. And it's possible.
You know, we love to make a binary contradiction of what is selfish for me and what is selfless for others. What is selfish for us? What is selfless for others? I propose we don't make those a contradiction. I propose there's a place where what we do for ourselves selfishly can also be what's best for the most amount of others selflessly. I propose there's a place in the decision-making paradigm that what we do that is the best for the most amount of others is also the most selfish choice for us. If we think about life as an infinite game, if we think about if we have children, if we think about the next generation, doing things to invest in their future, isn't that quite a selfish act? It is for me as a father, for my children. It is for us as parents. It is for us who have a long view, if we can tap into it, of, hey, how can we leave this place a little better than we found it? It's a selfless choice is the most selfish choice, and vice versa.
There are people who come in your life sometimes to be there for a season. They weren't meant to be there always. Sometimes we find ourselves hooked up with people that we think are there for a lifetime, but they were only supposed to be there for a season. There are people who come in your life like boosters for a rocket. If you ever watch a rocket go into space, the boosters fall off when it reaches a certain altitude. Some people are not equipped to handle the altitudes that you're going to. So don't be afraid when they fall off. They're not bad people. They just couldn't go where you're going.
In the end, I don't care whether you love me or you hate me, just as long as I win. The deck is stacked. The rules are rigged.
We're up here because of 4 a.m. We're up here because of 2-a-days or 5-a-days. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way. If anything tried to bring us down, we used it to make us stronger.
Everything you need is already inside of you. It is. You're just afraid to use it.
And average people, losers, choose easy. The winners will do what needs to get done to produce the outcome that is required of them, no matter the scenario at hand.
Staying on the top is not the same thing as reaching the top. Many individuals can reach the top, but very few individuals stay at the top because the accountability among their team and among themselves starts to deteriorate once they've reached the top.
And that's when he said, success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one. There's no other revenge, because everything else is petty. Everything else does show that you were thinking about these people all day long, which means they win by default. He's like, all you can do is think about your goal and winning. He's like, and when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance. You cast a shadow that no one even can see them behind you.
Something that's meant to be bad, you can completely churn it into a positive. Something that's meant to make you lose, you can completely churn it into a win with the way you respond.
But in order to get the life of convenience, you got to have a very uncomfortable life. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Stop trying to do everything the short way. Stop trying to figure out the easy way, because the ain't gonna happen.
I'm astounded by how many people want to be spectacular in life but also want to be normal. By being normal, you are, by definition, aiming for average. Normal people get normal results. Exceptional people get exceptional results. You literally can't do what everyone else does and expect to not get what everyone else has got. By doing what everyone else does, you guarantee average results.
Why are we here? Why are we here, Brendan? Why are we here? Are we here to win this fight? Are we here to win this fight? You tell me, because if we're not, I will throw in the towel. We will get tested and we'll go home. We'll go home, okay? You don't knock him out, you lose the fight. Do you understand me? You don't knock him out, you don't have a home.
Most successful people I know their potential and have a great amount of passion towards their potential, and they are unapologetically working towards the desired outcome every single day. They live urgently. They expect everyone else to act urgently, right? And if you can act urgently, if you can be impatient, you can have high expectations of yourself and others around you. If you are unrealistic and unreasonable.
Well, everybody, it's Groundhog's Day again for David Goggins. If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day. Stay hard.
Words like integrity and honor and discipline, character, they're lost in society. That's why when you see something pure, it just jumps off the page, jumps off the screen, jumps off. You're just like, gotta have it. So you figure all this out, man. And you go through the gym and all the pain, there's a lot of pain there. But if you push past the pain, then you feel that pride, man. You get kind of choked up about it. Because it's worthy of being choked up about.
So when are you going to get better? Right? When you're playing in competition situations, you're only playing to your strengths. Why? Because you want to win. Right? So what I would do, I was work on the things during those games that I was weak at. Left hand, pull up jump shot, post game. Right? So I have a strategy.
If you start to feel stress about adversity, I think diving right into it is like the secret for growth.
If your definition of success is win or lose, giving everything you've got and growing or learning along the way, then you're setting yourself up for success. I really think the biggest cheat code in life is just going after it and not being concerned of whether or not you fail at one specific task. Instead, understanding the big picture, what your long-term goal is, and knowing if you keep driving forward and never fucking quit.
Only person that we're up against every day, the only real obstacle in our lives is ourselves. And with that, our feelings.
Create a life that you can't wait to wake up to. Live that life. I hate sleeping. Love every minute of my life. Can't wait to wake up tomorrow. I can't wait to start tomorrow. And when you really feel that way, I really don't give a shit about a lot of things.
Fame doesn't change you, just changes everybody around you. And that's when you're on your way up, everyone roots for you because you remind them of their dreams.
Because when you go on that mission to upgrade yourself, to become the 2.0 version of yourself, to become the next highest version of the man that you're meant to be. That is threatening. That is scary to the people around you for two reasons. One, they don't know this version of you anymore. They can't relate to you. Number two, they see their shortcomings. They know that they should be transcending to the 2.0 version, and they are threatened by you because they know that they ought to be leveling up. They ought to be trying harder. They ought to be doing more, but they're not.